Welcome back to Cruelty Squad, Chaos Edition. We can fish weapons out of our enemies' hands.
What? That is so crazy!
Yeah. Unfortunately, it only really works... It's kind of inconsistent when trying to get it to pull off. Also, it does not change their animation, and now they're just pointing at us with a non-existent gun. Blam.
Just both of you looking at each other like, this is so awkward.
Oh god, there's another! Ow. Yeah, again, it's very, like, the best application for stealing enemies' weapons with a fishing rod is if they don't notice you yet, because you need the time to fully, like, hold the button to, like, you know, pull the rod back and then toss it. But also, I also have the arm augmentation, so throwing even small objects like that, like jibs, are guaranteed to kill enemies. It didn't jib them, though.
I have interest. Can you fish in toilets?
I genuinely have not tried. Here's the cortical scale down.
Well, I don't have words. Well, I do, but they might be really offensive.
We have something that needs to be said. We cannot deny it any longer. I am small.
Wee little assassin man.
I just think of that freaking Nendoroid announcement where it's like a Nendo of Iron Mouse, and it's just like that, like she straight up did that whole, like, a build-up beforehand. Just going, I am small! And it's just like cuts to like her as a Nendoroid, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty cute.
See, now I'm just thinking, I am very small and I do not have many stocks, so as you can imagine, I'm under a lot of stress right now.
Yep. This is a secret area that... This guy, weirdly friendly, giving us important, healthy advice on how to, like, play video games. He is the kindest motherfucker in this universe.
It reminds me of one of the hallucinations in Lisa, where just all of a sudden this meat monster just goes, "It's okay, buddy. I care about you. You are loved."
So it's important to note, that's not actually the only way you can get to that specific room. It exists in, like, the out-of-bounds area of the game. Like, when you go through that tunnel. Like, see that giant wall? Yeah, that's where he is. And I missed, and now I'm falling into the abyss. Fuck!
You done biffed it.
Stuck in the Play-Doh dimension.
That's like my third least favorite dimension to be stuck in.
Yeah. So I mentioned before that, like, some of these extra targets on Hope Eradicated have dialogue. We couldn't see them in S-rank runs because, of course. So this guy, I guess, was held in this room with the other flesh rats against his will. And it was just like, oh, finally, sweet release of death.
Yeah, about that.
Mm-hmm. But also, while not exclusive to Hope Eradicated, I did screw up the chance to talk to the other primary target of pharmacokinetics, because he was already spooked when I was shooting up everyone in the meeting room.
Oh, yeah.
Well, good for you. I already did. Bad news, I have to kill you too.
Blah.
So, further confirmation once again that I was not joking about the knowledge of this building in Paradise being based on Bin Laden's compound. He's been tracked by the alphabet soup agencies for years. Yeah, about that. Your elite security didn't do you much in the 2010s.
The elite meat agent.
There's also a friendly target here in Sin Space Engineering. wearing what is, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like the biosuit. If you remember that? That fucking monstrous thing that, like, narrows your vision.
Yeah. See, the way his face looks kind of reminds me of Rorschach from Watchmen.
A little bit.
Oh well.
Delicious organs. Like, the livers always look like an organ that has been, like, slathered in oil and water, so it's got that rainbow sheen.
Here's See, I thought you were going to say slathered in oil and deep fried for 20 minutes.
This dude retired to the Dark World because he got way into Farming Simulator.
Oh man, he would have absolutely loved yesterday's Nintendo Direct.
Yeah. You mean 2 months ago? Depending on when this video goes up.
Oh shit, I'm dating the episode. Fuck!
Yeah. Also, this dude's an asshole because while he did seem to have reasonable, like, desires of wanting to be an actual farmer after playing his Farming Simulator, he realized it was easier when he could just, like, have a farm that other people did the work for him.
There's a term for that, isn't there?
Shithead? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's that target that was on the roof of Alpine Hospitality. He's the actual owner of this place.
I mean, yeah, we kind of did.
I mean, he was an idiot. He wasn't going to install a water slide. What kind of asshole does that? Oh yeah, that's how you know he's important. He's a dark CEO. It's hereditary.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, at this point, like, a dark version of the head of a company might as well be the equivalent of a royal family.
Now, see, anytime I see dark appended to any kind of title, all I can think of is G Gundam.
Yeah.
The Dark CEO Army. Really just a bunch of lawyers. It's like dark lawyers.
Yeah. Become a swamp.
Reject modernity. Become swamp.
Yeah, this dude's talking about a bunch of nonsense about being reborn as the swamp. Let me help you out with that first. We'll use you as, like, compost in the dirt. I'm sure the swamp will appreciate it.
Mulchy.
Now let's talk to that dude in the meat mines who just loves, like, swimming in sewage. Especially sewage in, like, holes. Oozing and pulsating holes. Yeah, that's what he actually likes most.
This guy is literally just Steve-O from Jackass.
I'll help you fill that hole.
Ew. It looks like a butt.
Heh. No, wait, right. Butt.
Yeah, it's like, you shot him and, like, you turned into a butt.
Shit, man!
Fire!
Here's the thing that extra confirms if you did not pay attention to the item descriptions when talking to this dude who has the stealth suit. Smell? Yep.
Oh god fucking damn it.
Completely useless. That feels surprisingly real, but also like actual sons of trillionaires or billionaires doesn't make you any more sympathetic.
And now you know where the term fail son comes from. Just in case you've ever wondered, that was it.
Yep. Whee! Right in sync, I love it. Anyway, that was the end of the friendly NPCs targets in Hope Eradicated. The others are immediately hostile, including this one that is actually, like, has a random chance of showing up. He's called the Freak. He's a super powerful janitor who runs really fast, has the MP1 nailer, and just ruins your day if he happens to be in the map. Most often in Hope Eradicated. I've never seen him show up on anything like on Divine Light and below.
That's a shame because you could have gotten a really powerful weapon early just if the RNG was in your favor.
But I probably would have died just as fast.
I mean, true.
Yeah. Anyway, This is an interesting implant. It's one that we got from House when we destroyed one of the Triagons. We got it as a gift. This is the Golem exosuit. We are now a Golem. We are Punchy Ball Man.
Yeah, kinda just looks like anal beads. We were all thinking it. We were all thinking it.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking more of like those type of Genesis bosses, like or like Mega Drive game bosses that are just like individual spherical sprites arranged like a person.
Sparkster did that with the Rock'em Sock'em Robots boss, and some of the Goemon games as well.
Yeah. So that's an interesting implant I got that goes in the arm slot. It's a cassette player. It allows us to play chill music as we go fishing. It doesn't actually affect our gains when we go fishing, but it's relaxing.
Chill beats to be stressed and commit atrocities to.
Dead fish, nice. And yeah, you click it and it cycles through like different tracks in the Cruelty Squad like soundtrack.
And then every so often there's just the unholy sound of teeth being drilled by other teeth.
Yeah. Although at least when it comes to music, I don't think any of like the intense sounding music is stuff that like plays over that. It's clearly meant to be like very specific tracks that would like fit the context of you trying to fish in like these sewage infested waters.
Kind of a wasted opportunity there just to really fuck with the player.
Yeah.
And you've just got like and you've just got a 1 in a bazillion chance of it playing Rollin' by Limp Bizkit. Just
the techno heart attack as you're trying to fish for something.
Just all of a sudden you hear some idiot shout and play the fucking track and you're like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Hands up and hands down. So now that I'm in the end game, I might as well just hold on to like one of each type of fish that I find like in my inventory just for the hell of it. I mean, it's extra whole things, it's fine. Animated by regret.
Same.
But also, you might be wondering, what was Civ all along? It was civilians. We got big on the stock market by investing in people.
That is way more than 11.
Yeah. Oh well. But there's still more to go. We gotta get ourselves equipped properly. Show off the biojet. Because we got it at the end of last video. Might as well. As well as a new weapon from there.
Yes. The incredibly normal gun.
I'm still kind of feeling out, like, what all I want as far as, like, equipment combinations, because it's a lot. But this is going to be demonstrating an extra modifier that you get when you get the final ending. And it fits with, like, the title of this video, as you might guess.
That title looks like it should be some kind of hexadecimal code, but I'm guessing it's complete gibberish.
Yeah, I just referred to as the Lux, because which, funny enough, is based on, like, that weapon is in reference to an obscure anime. So this is Chaos Mode. What it does is that it completely randomizes, like, the enemy layouts, as well as adds a bunch of random bullshit targets. Anything could be a target. A flesh rat could be a target. Anyway, that's what the Lux does. Shoots out balls of energy.
Yeah, that's depressingly normal.
Kinda, but it's really powerful against absolutely everything, including armor targets. The only downside is that it's a big weapon that is heavy as fuck.
Yeah, you seem to be moving kind of... Like, you seem to be more floating than anything.
A little. I mean, part of that's kind of combined as well with like the biojet, because I am using that fly on occasion. Definitely a weird effect as well. Whenever you like fire a shot of the Lux, it leaves behind just a dark black circle.
Really should be a pair of smoldering boots there, but I guess we can't have everything.
Nah. Anyway, first random target. It's always just random gibberish.
That was almost a limerick.
Yeah, I figured I might as well go with, like, you know, show off the Lux, because it's a powerful an energy rifle that works well with the ammunition gland, of all things. And also because we don't get to show it off nearly as much in any of the other levels, the flamethrower. Because we just need to be extra cruel in sanitizing this level. Because that's the purpose of that weapon. It is a sanitation tool.
That flesh rat was just not for dying, was it?
No, it was not. It was not.
Your bullets are large, but I'm incredibly small. Haha.
Mm-hmm. I am small, making me the victor. There we go. Some death from above. Obviously, of course, you have to be very careful when it's like when you know how to like feather the biojet, because it, much like the biothruster, it also replaces your kick function. And like when doing so, it's like you could easily like float yourself up into the air really high, but unless you know how much more you need to press it to cancel out the momentum, you're gonna have a bad day when you hit the ground.
But on the plus side, it does mean you're going to be able to completely style on enemies when you're trying to kill them.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it is kind of tricky having to juggle those inputs again. Like, especially with the way I have them mapped, where it's like, I try and, like, use as, have as many, of the most important functions mapped to, like, my mouse buttons, including the side ones. Unfortunately, the kick button is one that I had no more room for on my mouse, so I had to leave it on on one of the keyboard keys, and that's the one I have to use for the biojet if I want to fly. So there you go.
See, for me, any kind of melee attack, I usually bind to one of the thumb buttons.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, no, maybe I did map it to kick. Right? No, yeah, because I think that keyboard key button was actually for like tertiary effects like the Abominator or Grapendix. Okay, so I guess my early complaint had not much ground to stand on. Point is, though, it's still like a lot of buttons to try and press simultaneously.
Okay, so you might be completely right and I might be completely wrong, but I was really inconvenienced, god damn it.
Yeah. Oh, whatever. I'm just the most terrifying pyromaniac flesh terminator.
I'm not gonna make the podcast joke anymore. Twice is enough.
Yeah. No more horrible implications about it either.
Oh no, we're upfront about it. This one's being hosted on my OnlyFans.
It needs to be there because of the implications. What implications, Mark?
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but I just really don't like the way you're saying it.
Maybe one of these days I'll, like, get around to watching way more of, like, It's Always Sunny, rather than the parts I always remember because of people talking about just how, like, yeah, like, there's these bits, like, that happen as part of the joke that in any other context are incredibly sketch as fuck. But then again, that's kind of the whole point of It's Always Sunny. No one there is, like, good people.
Oh no, it is openly a show about the worst people that have ever existed in any fictional medium. And that's why it's great.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, we already did Seinfeld in the 90s. We realized that we did not go far enough back then.
Yeah, even back then, I was never a fan of Seinfeld. Just everyone, unlike with It's Always Sunny, everyone in Seinfeld just annoyed me.
Yeah. I mean, I still like Seinfeld enough. The only thing that like makes it annoying to think about going back to is the fact that it is still saddled with that laugh track. And it's like I'm so over anything that has a laugh track in it whatsoever, even if it is one where I think like the comedy in it was legitimately great. But yeah, there's fun to be had still when it comes to like comedies where the point is like look at like these horrible fucking things that these people do and get their comeuppance for it.
So you sound like someone who needs to watch Dave Can Go Fuck Himself.
I mean, that sounds like the best title for anything ever.
I'm not going to say any more. Don't read up on it. Just watch it.
Alright. Right now, I just need to sell some stuff because I need to wait for my Lux to refill on ammo, and I can't kill this fucking flesh rat. He's got me stuck up here, the bastard. He is so small. Why am I so scared?
Yeah, look at me. I'm big bad John Cruelty. I'm getting stymied by something that's only 6 polygons. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, whatever.
I killed 5 gods.
This really is just chaos mode in a nutshell. If it seems like there's not much else of interest to note when talking about it, that's because there isn't. It's literally like this game's like the closest attempt they have to like a randomizer mode, if you want to call it that, like built in.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is basically like infinite mode essentially.
Yeah, which is like that's fine. I don't mind doing this as like for like as something where it's like, you know, maybe I want to like load up just for a few minutes and go like, okay, what kind of crazy bullshit can this game throw at me that I have not seen in a certain configuration? Oh, that's fucked.
Let's do that then.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, cool, I had a good afternoon. You know, I could load up the game either for that, or if I want to play something that is still like specifically designed by like an actual person, then yeah, I could still just replay any of my other favorite missions. Because at least that's the good thing with this game. It's very replayable. You know, you just load it up, you get to the level select, you get into the level you want, you do the thing, and you get out. And I think there's just one more target left.
There was, 5 targets on this level?
Something like that, yeah. It's basically like... I think it's still the sort of thing where like it keeps like the same default targets that you would have on non-cursed difficulties, but like replace, and then maybe as well as the extra hope eradicated one, but it definitely adds a bunch of other targets to like make the counts like double what it would be or something like that. But yeah, that's how chaos mode goes. But just one more thing past this. One last S rank, for good measure. This time, both at once.
Oh god.
Here's how you S rank Trauma Loop with stock weapons on both normal and cursed. And this is the best way to do it. It involves the cortical scale down because it has an extra benefit that's similar to the extravagant suit. The kill plane does kill you. However, if you wear like the cortical scale down, what happens is that like it just drops it to 0. It does not inflict so much damage you instantly explode. So that's how you can complete the level in all 4 categories as quickly as possible. Never mind the fact that cursed version of Trauma Loop starts you off with like a golem charging straight at you. As long as you keep pace, you can avoid it just fine. It's all the other paths that you have to worry about. It's real fucked up, and I did not want to deal with like showing that aspect of it. But we got it.
12 seconds?
Something like that. It was definitely under half an hour. I mean, not half an hour, under half a minute. Fuck me.
I mean, it was definitely well under half an hour, yeah. You are factually correct. The best kind of correct.
Kinda. Sense of time is fucking warped as shit. But that's it. That's Cruelty Squad. That's literally everything I could think of to show, including all the miscellaneous bullshit that didn't fit into the main mission playthroughs. This was a fucking blast. This game is incredible. It is extremely off-putting to so many people on just the visual and audio level alone, but it just further solidifies why I love it so much.
Just
Which sounds dickish
level.
to say in a sort of elitist or gatekeeping kind of way, but it's not that at all. It's something kind of much more important to me, I feel, as far as, like, what I find myself getting into as far as, like, entertainment mediums are concerned. It's just the idea where it's like the populist choice, as it were, like the sort of thing where it's like you make something that is designed to try and like cast as wide a net as possible for people that it can like latch onto and like be something they enjoy. Usually with like how much more like specific my tastes have become over the years, especially after becoming an adult. Like it's been like just like already like a decade at this point since I was like done legally became one, and it's like just the kind of games I've been into have kept getting further and further from like what most other people would normally be into. Whenever I see like a major new release or like a hot new indie game, it doesn't strike my fancy right away as something that's like, ooh, I need to try that. People are talking about it. Like I did that a lot in like the 360 era, and that was basically the last time. And the reason for that is because I find myself gravitating way more towards a work of art where there is a clear sign of the people involved not wanting to compromise. You can tell that there was no compromise whatsoever when it came to, like, the aesthetic of this game.
It's basically, fuck you, I do what I want, the game.
It is one person's mind and how he sees the world around him.
The purity, I think, of vision is arguably unmatched.
Yes, more so than even other games like in recent years where I felt that was the case. Like I know, like I've talked a lot about how much I absolutely love Doom Eternal. It is now like my new favorite first-person shooter to the point where I have gone on record saying that it is like it, along with Ultra Kill, represents the new wave that other first-person shooters should be taking, in which the genre is merged with like character action game sensibilities. You know, giving more depth and player expression to the tools beyond just shoot gun feels good. You know, that sort of thing. And naturally, of course, with how specific the kind of experience Doom Eternal wants to go for, naturally, you've seen people that have had, like, sort of divisive opinions on it. Some people aren't too big on it compared to 2016. I say they're wrong, but I mean, whatever, it's opinions. Some people have genuine reasons for liking one thing over the other. But it's the sort of thing where it's like, yeah, it makes sense that 2016 was, like, an easier game, for instance, for, like, people to, like, get into the concept of, compared to Eternal being like, no, we have like honed this concept that we started with and turned it into something that is truly special and unique to itself. Same as well, to a lesser extent, I think, say, with Metroid Dread. You know? So many people are always going to be like, oh, Super Metroid's the GOAT forever. Nothing's ever going to top it. And I'm like, nah, man, have you seen what Dread has specifically done for, like, showing ways that you can actually push this series, let alone the genre, forward? Like, especially in the action gameplay department. Like, that's the part where it's like, it makes me even more appreciative of it, even though I also see people that are divisive on it. They don't like the Emmys, or have, like, very, like, weirdly anal complaints about the maps and how there's, like, not enough sequence breaking for their liking, even though, like, the nature of sequence breaks always feels like such a, like, not an easy, clear-cut thing in these sort of exploration games. Yeah. But the point is, as you can tell from my recent examples, the more your game has, like, a clarity to its vision and trying to explicitly be like, I am not going to conform to, like, your worst tendencies or what you think is going to be the most fun experience. I am going to meet you halfway on this. You just have to meet me at the other half and see if this is for you. And Cruelty Squad fits that to a T. You accept the fact that you are looking at a visual nightmare, an auditorial nightmare, a game that is willing to kill you just by sneezing in under 5 seconds. But you are rewarded with a bunch of, like, simple but weird-ass systems that you can exploit and bend to your will. That, like, the power curve starting from, like, how Cruelty Squad looks at the beginning versus how it looks at the end is the biggest gulf that I've ever seen, like, in an indie game to date.
I like the fishing minigame.
And a fishing minigame. Yeah, and it's not needlessly complicated or bullshit like some other games would try and, like, do it. Or something where it doesn't even feel like fishing. It's more like playing slots or whatever. Or, whatever the fuck it was, like, in Deadly Premonition. You remember that?
Oh, God. I try not to.
I have to because I 100%ed that game. Went to every goddamn fishing spot.
Yeah, I didn't. And I don't think I missed out on anything. So
I think only a side quest or two that was related to it, but that's it. Oh yeah, and also trading cards, because some of them have trading cards. All of the fishing spots have them.
Yeah, no, I got the trading card thing out of my system in Final Fantasy VIII. I feel no need to engage with any of that kind of bullshit ever again.
Yeah, at least in that game, the trading cards actually plays into a game within the game. That's probably arguably better than the actual game it's in.
I mean, I was the weird person who didn't like triple triads, so...
Okay, fine.
So, you can automatically disregard my opinions right there and then.
Well, I guess that depends on whether or not you can prove that you actually understand what the fuck junctioning is.
100%. Why do you think I got all the cards?
Alright, fine. I won't hold it against you. The Funko Pops, I still give you the stink eye on, but I mean, whatever. You're, like, if it's a game that you at least know more than, like, most people, I mean, like, who am I to judge?
I mean, I still finished it, like, half a dozen times.
But yeah, that's Cruelty Squad. It's one of my new favorite games ever. I need to update that freaking, like, top 100 of mine and, like, find a place to, like, slot that in. It is incredible. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. Who knows when exactly, like, the next LP will be. I probably know what the next game will be, but that won't be until after Valentine's. So, yeah, just, enjoy the rest of your life, and be thankful that it does not look like what you have been looking at for the last 23 videos.
Oh,
Bye.
Is that not supposed to be a thing?
Yep.
I should go. I need to talk to some professionals.
Oh god, you've been seeing it too. Fuck.
It's always like this for me.
It's hot as hell in here.